and that should be us on, hopefully. I've got weighing scales, I've got measuring tape, in case you get any of these questions and stuff. So, let's dive straight in, because I've roughly got about an hour. So what I've done, right, on the YouTube channel, we have a community section where I regularly post just crap and stuff. I say crap, but, you know. So, we have 17 questions. First one. Actually, let's go through newest first. Get to the bottom. Salad Man! Who has actually got a profile picture of some salad. that is so good. Hussein X. Morning, GT. For me, it's about Link and wireless, how well they perform at the moment, the latency, and if they can replace Rift S. I know they'll get better, but the current state, many thanks. So, as a PCVR headset, originally I was a bit like, I use Link, and I was like, I really want to get to grips with using Link with this headset, because on the Quest, to be honest, the Quest is still quite heavy. It didn't ever feel 100% right. The Rift just felt, I can't remember the weight of the Rift, but I remember someone saying, oh no, it's a similar weight or whatever, it's more heavy. Either way, the Rift S just felt better. It felt nicer on my head. So I never really went for the Link software. Upon using the Link software, I was greeted with okay results. And when I say okay, it didn't wow me. You know, I was like, oh, okay. But then Lethal Weasel popped in. And he said to me, dude, have you tried Oculus Tray Tool? And I was like, no, I haven't tried Oculus Tray Tool. And I did. And even though it made my system crash with Steam later on, I was like, wow, this is really good. And it was impressive. Very impressive. And it really made the display shine on the Quest 2. And then I used Virtual Desktop. At the moment, it's out now. It was in beta or something, but now it's actually officially available for any of you on GitHub. 90 hertz, 90 frames a second, and it blew my mind. Like, honestly, it blew my mind. I was like, how the hell is this happening? Like, how can this be? You know what I'm saying? For PCVR to be of that quality, with, I think the latency was something like, and this, for me, I didn't see it, between 18 milliseconds latency. not noticeable for a human, for me, an average human. Didn't notice it at all. And I was just like, this is incredible. Like, this felt like the future. It was really good. And that display in there, of that Quest, was better than the Rift S. And at that moment, only at that moment, not when I used the Link, when I used Virtual Desktop, did I then think, dude, I can actually put my Rift S away. And for the first time, I would actually advise people, yeah, if they're thinking of getting a Rift S or a Quest 2, to get the Quest 2 for a PCVR headset. That's not comfortability, okay? That's not regarding comfortability. That is purely on a display answer, okay? That's not about comfortability, because if it comes to comfortability, I'd still say the Rift S is more comfortable, but we've still got the Elite straps to check out. If the Elite strap lives up to its name, and I'm pretty sure by what I've been told by everyone else, it makes it one of the most comfortable headsets in VR. Again, fantastic. Janie, thank you ever so much for the $10 with the hippo with the cap. Thank you ever so much. So, on to the question. So what I done on YouTube communities, yeah, you might need your bells for notifications and stuff to see this, I don't know, but this is where I wanted to get my questions from. Unless, I'm not saying super chat, I don't want you to, I'm not asking for super chats, but obviously that's how, obviously I'm going to thank you for a super chat. If you've got a question, I'll go there. So Dustin Hasley, how bad is the FOV in the 68 IPD setting? So, bit of an issue for me personally when it comes to IPD. Mine's around 63, 64. So the IPD capable on that headset is 58, 63, and 58, 63, and 68. Facebook have also said that they're happy with having like a 2.5 millimeter, like, I guess, offset kind of thing. So, you know, you could, so then you could kind of then put it up to what's that, 55.5, you know, all the way up to 70.5. If you have that 2.5 allowance all the way through the board, which I'm assuming they are, because basically you've only got 3 settings, yeah, that's what you need to go on. So unfortunately, obviously going by my personal preference, I'm on setting 2, I think, which is the 63, and I know I'm around like 64, 63, 64, something like that, and it's fine for me. You know, I was a bit worried, to be honest, because like moving the lenses on this, you got to do it by hand. You do it with your fingers, and it's a little bit worrying when you do it. So and also yeah, so that answers that question. Let me try and get through these questions. Hopefully that answers that question. Since it's got beefier SoC, does it get warmer than the regular Quest? No, actually I thought the thermals on this were better. I've used it with I've used it to the full thing of the battery. The battery's around the same. I wouldn't say there's any improvement in battery life. Considering I'm casting as well, which probably does use more power, it's around 2 hours. So there's no changes there. Is the field of view great? We've gone through field of view. That's from Roy. Roy Hoy. How you doing? That last question was from Bitey, by the way. Thank you ever so much. Can you clean the face foam? The original. This is the original one. To go on comfortability, I've already removed this. Can you clean it? I don't think it can be unattached. That is glued. That is the original faceplate out the Quest 2. It is comfy. That is far more rigid. The original Quest one is far more rigid. But, so, a bit of a story by this quickly. I was using this, and Mrs. GT was using the Quest 2, and she said she was suffering severe pain across her face and around her cheeks. And I was like, well, that reminds me of the old Quest. I was like, I'm not really happy about that, to be honest. And that's why it's so subjective, because actually with the normal strap and this faceplate, I was like, I reckon I could do a full battery, you know. One thing I haven't had yet is like the red marks that you always got. So I then put on the VR cover. So I haven't made a review video for this yet because there isn't any link to buy it. You can't buy it at the moment. But this VR cover set here, yeah, this padded foam, and there is a thicker one as well available, absolutely changes the game. Like for me and her especially, she was like, wow, yeah, that really does make a difference. So that's the thicker pad. That's the thicker pad for it. And as soon as they come up and come available, I'll let you guys know. You also get a lens protector in there as well. Alakazam, got my first check from Amazon Space Program. Love the channel. Cheers, you say. Thanks, dude. Thank you ever so much and congratulations. Thank you very much. So yeah, that is what I'd say for that. So I will go through comments in a minute. So field of view, done that. Neil Mack, I currently have PSVR and have read that the Quest is not as comfortable to wear. Is the standard strap for Quest 2 okay for long sessions? I haven't got the Elite strap, but I can already tell you that I don't hate this. I don't hate this strap. I don't hate it. But what I found out the other day was, because what I was using was, when I done my Saints and Sinners video for Quest, I used Scrappy or something. I can't remember what it's called. Like another screen capture software, but it's wired. Okay, so it was like using the link, but not using the link. It was like my Quest on the screen. Yeah, so because I'm trying to get away from the latency after we played Until You Fall, because I hate that. I hate the latency stuff. So it's not ideal. It gives you a bit of a curved screen, but it seemed to be okay. I was waiting for anyone to pick it up in the chat on the comments of the video, and they didn't. So that was cool. I found out if I put it over my ears after about an hour and a half, you can get another hour out of it, maybe hour and a half. Unfortunately, it's the same thing again. But with the VR cover, I still don't get the red marks, okay? What I'm trying to say is, like, you could take it off, have a cup of coffee or something and a drink, and go straight back in again. It's not like the original Quest. The original Quest actually made my face quite sore in places, especially here. And on my wife, it made her sore here. So I was quite surprised that the way it came out the box still hurt her face, but it did. So as I said, we're all different. So you're based on that. I have ordered the Elite strap, and I have ordered the apparently it all comes as a bundle, the carry case and the battery. As soon as that comes, I will put that on straight away and I will review it for you, obviously, straight away. Is it easy to stream? And how do you see chat in the Quest 2? You cannot see chat in the Quest 2. I have to listen to it. It's a feedback thing. It's exactly the same as the Quest 1. If you want to know how to do that, I made a video called, but it's basically how to live stream from Quest. But alongside that is a new video I made for Restream, which goes a bit deeper into how I see and hear chat. So yeah. Team Wellstead, Stephen Ben. I'm interested in which third-party mod you'd recommend. So yeah, I've just gone over the VR cover for that one. That's the first one I'd recommend, and I do recommend it. Again, it's better. And I know that's the thing, right? $299. The headset's $299. And it's an amazing price. But that isn't the final price of this headset. Again, it's not the final price. You know, that is $299 for the your face has no nerves and your head doesn't feel anything edition, I guess. But I do think out there, there are going to be some people who don't mind it and get on with it fine. Boy Brown, having invested quite heavily in a Quest with the VR cover, faceplate, backstrap, AMVR grips, AMVR. So the AMVR grips should fit. My Mammut grips fit. Someone on Reddit said they didn't, but they do. They're absolutely fine. I absolutely love them on here. So that's okay. Charge stations. Do you think the upgrade to the Quest is worth it? I was thinking of waiting until I see games that take advantage of the XR2 chip to a good degree, but after seeing different videos on the use of virtual desktop, it's made me think of upgrading. I have Shadow PCs, so we'll be able to play Medal of Honor through my Quest 2 headset. I'll be spending £399. If I do get the Quest 2 as a 256 gig, if I do get the Quest 2 as a 256 gig version, oh, he's saying that would be his preferred option, as I'm already deleting games on my 64 gig. Yeah, I've already sort of come across some issues. Luckily, I don't record anything, as I know for some content creators, they're going to get carried away recording and might forget they've got 64 gig. With the Saints and Sinners clocking in at 9 gig, rising to 12 gig when the DLC comes, it seems a no-brainer on the size. Again, I agree. But it all depends how much you use the Quest in the right way. Do you travel around with it? If you actually only use the Quest at home the majority of the time, then I still think 64 gig is okay, because you can readily delete and re-download again in a couple of minutes, depending on your broadband. For me personally, I've only got like 32 megabyte down, so yeah, deleting a game and re-downloading it isn't an issue for me. Obviously, when you get to like 9-12 gig, you got to plan ahead a bit more. So I wouldn't cancel out the 64 gig still, because $100 or £100 is a lot of money. But I can see exactly what you're saying. As for comfort, the original Quest wasn't too comfortable for me out the box. So will I find the Quest 2 bearable for a 2-hour play session? I do believe, for me personally, yeah, I could have done a 2-hour play session. It would have been quite tough in the end, but I could have done it. With the original Quest, it was hard. Like it was hot. Like I remember getting like almost headaches from using that. This is much more of an improvement, and it's definitely lighter and it's definitely smaller. Don't be thinking that it's not. So I'm just going to say it. I think it's worth the upgrade. I do think it's worth the upgrade. I'm using it with Link software now, even though the Link software needs to be updated still. It's not great, but it is coming. I'm using it with Link software. A video that's coming out shortly will be me using it with Link on PCVR. So this is now going to be my go-to headset. That's where I am at the moment, which is crazy because I didn't think I would be. You know, I would never say I would get rid of my Rift S. I don't think I ever said that. You know, Link software was cool, but it meant wearing the Quest. And even with the Halo head strap, it was close, but the Rift S still pulled it out. It was a little bit ahead. But now, and especially if the Elite strap delivers, it's a definite actually. If the Elite strap delivers, it's a definite, especially after using virtual desktop. So, yeah, hopefully what I just said answers your question. Answers your questions about it overtakes my Rift S for my PCVR headset. Comfortability, not quite there yet in comparison to the Rift S, but definitely better than the original Quest. And for what you're saying, man, I think the 256 has got it here. Mr. Lemonline VR, how does it overall feel the controllers and cover the headset compared to the Quest? I love the controllers. They are bigger. Let me try and find... Oh, I've got a touch one here. Oh, God, they're all wrapped up. 1 second, sorry. Don't knock my camera. Okay. So they're actually quite noticeably bigger. Where's a good camera for this? There you go. I mean, that's a lot. But do you know what? I just think it's better for it. But maybe that's because of the size of my hands. And that's what, again, it's subjective. When I first gripped this controller, I was like, for about 10 seconds, I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, actually, man, that feels fantastic. And I absolutely love it. I love the bigger trigger. I love the more protruding grip buttons. I absolutely love it. I actually think it's the best one yet. So, again, again, I sound like an absolute fanboy, I guess, but it is for me very good. I still love these controllers. I do, but they feel narrower and thinner as these feel a bit more thicker, a bit chunkier. And battery life, oh my God. Battery life is absolutely insane. I kept thinking maybe they were wrong because I kept getting I've got 100% battery. I might not have now, but I've used it a lot. And I still had 100% battery. And I was like, what is going on? So I checked it out. And basically, yeah, the battery life has been increased 4 times over. Which is like, wow. Another thing that hasn't happened yet, and I didn't fit the grips because of this, the case has not come off in my hand yet. Another thing I noticed as well is getting the batteries in and out is really nice now. Because there's like a plunger in there. A plunger system for the battery. So that moves in and out. So you haven't really got to struggle getting your batteries in and out. It's little things like that make me think a lot of thought has gone into this. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's quickly go back to these questions quickly. Great idea, mate. Do the AMVR grips? I'm pretty sure they do. As I said, my Mammoth grips do. JRB. I ordered a Quest 2. It was announced. It's over my account. I'm not sending them. What's he saying this for? Is this a question or is this a statement? Yeah, that's just a statement about he obviously doesn't want to do the Facebook thing. And I'm sure you all know now that you have to log into your Facebook account. Okay, it's absolute. As soon as I logged into my Facebook account, all my apps and everything was there, readily available. It was like I hadn't changed headsets. The only thing was I had to download everything again if I wanted it. That was it. That was the only difference. Does it physically feel cheap? Absolutely not. It actually doesn't feel cheap. To me, it doesn't. The dirt thing is an issue. I've wiped this down once already, even though I'm quite good with my cleanliness, I guess. No, it feels sturdy. It feels like a sturdy headset. It doesn't feel cheap. The strap, it probably would do if it didn't have the bend, but it's got flex. You know, it's got some flex in it, and that keeps up the quality of that strap. But yeah, I can see straight away that the Elite strap's going to be a must-have. I think personally. Is there a thumb rest? Jeff Bob, is there a thumb rest? Oh, sorry. Refuse. Is the facial foam comfy? Yes, it's very comfy. As soon as they are available, the same day, I will try and put out a video to recommend them. I have got an affiliate link. That's not the reason I recommend them, because before I've actually not recommended a product of theirs from VR cover, but I do recommend that over the official faceplate. Jeff Bob, is there a thumb rest circle sensor thing from the original Rift controllers? If so, does it track where your finger is? Oh, yeah, yes there is. You probably can't see this on the camera, I don't know. Not with that light. There. That's what you're on about. So yeah, and when it comes to tracking, guys, by the way, it's been absolutely amazing. I've got nothing to say about that. Jeff Bob, I've already answered the thing about batteries. Jeff Bob again, is the new USB port location better than the old one? Oh, what, being on the side? Yeah, because I'll tell you what I do with my link cable. So it comes in through here, and I actually put it through the back strap, this bit here, and then it goes down my back. So, yeah, already I'm like happy with the link cable where it is. I am contemplating getting the official link cable. I haven't got, the one I've got now is like $25. I did cover it in a video as well to order it. It's $25. It was supposed to be a bit lighter than the official link cable, but it is thicker. But still, I would like to get the official one at some point just to answer those questions myself. But yes, it is better. Does the Quest 2 systems take up more of your 64 gig memory than original? Just wondering if they continuously update and improve the system. I can't remember that one. I'm so sorry. As soon as I got it, I started putting games on. So, unfortunately, I don't know. Do you know what? To memory, 64 gig, I think there was like 58. But don't quote me on it. So, I'm not sure. There's more as well. Will the original Quest also be receiving any updates that will improve the resolution? No, I don't think so. And will SideQuest be coming to it natively as well? So there is talks, I think, I'm not 100% on this, but SideQuest and Oculus are working together, and there's going to be like an early access Oculus channel on the store, which is, I think, what they're trying to do together. So, yeah. Is the Quest 2 better than the Rift S? The Link software isn't. Visually, from what I've seen using Virtual Desktop and Oculus Trade Tool, yes, the visuals are better in the Oculus Quest 2. I'll tell you another thing I noticed as well, the blue. I don't know if anyone ever remembers this. You know, like when you can change the temperature of a screen, like warm, natural, cool. When I first got my Rift S, I remember thinking, like, this feels quite cool looking, you know. It sort of has now gone back to the original Rift a bit. Is there any new demo games from Oculus like First Contact? I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything like that. I know what you're saying, yeah, like First Contact, or yeah, when you meet the guy and you dance with him. I haven't seen anything like that on the Quest 2 yet, just for the Quest 2. Again, my thinking, I think developers and stuff are going to make games for the original, yeah, and then you're going to get Quest 2 enhancements. That's what I think. This is like a PlayStation 4, and that's like a PlayStation Pro. That's how I think things are going to be. That's how I think it's going to be. Quest 2 with the Elite strap versus Quest 1 with the Halo strap comfort. Can't do it, Tekka. I do apologise. Do you think the Elite strap is a must? Oh, I've bought one. So, kind of feels that way at the moment. Yeah, because I want to sit in that thing for like 8 hours. Will Quest 1 users lose their save game data when they upgrade to Quest 2? Have I used a game? I've heard you do. I don't know if you can transfer it. What game? Have I played any games that would just... What the hell was that? Have I played any games? You know, I don't know about that one. I would go on the side of... the save data will probably... Unless it's cloud save, which is a thing as well, because I think the first game that done it was Phantom Covert Ops. So yeah, the idea was cross save, that you could play Phantom Covert Ops on PCVR, Quest, vice versa, and carry on. If the game hasn't got that, I'm thinking that maybe you might lose your save data. I haven't looked at. I'm not going through your comments, guys, at the moment, but I'm going to try. Boy Brown just did the same thing. Joe Bryant, just want to know if I should upgrade now or not rush. Is there a rush? If it's just purely for Quest content and not PCVR, I don't know if there's a rush to do it. So I had a funny thing, right? And I said this to BMF the other day on the phone. When I first started using the Quest 2, like in the main menu, yeah, I think that's currently at like 90 Hertz. It is like, yeah, this looks awesome. Didn't quite blow my mind though. So then, and I said this to him, and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, because obviously I'm going to try and be honest with you guys and be like, oh, I was really hoping to like be like completely blown away. Then I went back to the original Quest, which is the reason all this stuff's on it, back to standard. Yeah, I've took the Halo strap off and everything, and I'll tell you why. Because when I went back to this and used it, there is an improvement. Not massive, I'm not going to say massive, but there is an improvement to the point that I'm like, my Quest has just been retired, basically. It's been demodded and ready to be nicely put away in case I need it for anything, or if anyone needs any questions answered. It's fully charged and turned off. Please try Gothic Villas. Okay, mate, yeah, I'll have a go with VR chat and I'll let you know in the Discord. Please remind me, though. Let's have a look. JG Drifted Harbour. I heard that using this for Steam VR had some issues. Is that true? No, I haven't come... I was playing... No. I don't know what that means. The Link software. I've had this a lot. I remember... I think... I don't want to say it. Like, I think I was the first person to stream using Link software. Because it was like when the channels were a lot smaller, and it was my biggest stream. And I remember saying, like, wow, there's so many people here. And this guy said, we've all come here because you're the first person to do it, and you're showing us it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And I thought it was brilliant. I was like, wow, that's crazy good. But I use Steam VR and everything. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, I mean, I haven't come across any issues yet. What is the total battery life of the headset Elite battery strap? I don't know, dude. Still waiting. I'm not at that level where Oculus felt they could send me that stuff. They just sent me the headset, luckily. Matt Oomph. What are the minimum optical PC specs for the Link? That I can't answer you because I don't know anymore. I used to know what the Rift ones were, but I don't know them now. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I know you can find that easy enough if you look around. How did the IPD settings work out for you? Pretty good. I've sat in the middle. I'm now in the middle. I'm on... that is from... Sorry, mate. That is from Chris Whitwam. I'm in the middle. Number 2. Where is the light? Sorry, it's like a weird reversed image. My light's there, that's why. So, yeah, I'm on number 2. Basically middle setting, 63 IPD, and yeah, you can just like pop them in and out. It seems absolutely fine for me. Even though I would say, if anyone asked me, I'd say I'm 64, 63, 64. So I'm pretty sure I used to think I was 65 on PlayStation, because on PlayStation they had a bit of software where you could literally, I think you got your eyes or something, and it took a picture of your eyes, or the camera took a picture of your eyes. That was it. And you basically had to move the cursor to the center of your pupil, and it worked it out. Something like that. And it was around, I can't remember what it was, but I always used to think I was around 64, 65. So maybe not. Sorry, I just done that. Does the Oculus Quest 2 Gigabyte hold more games than the Oculus Quest 1? Yeah, well, obviously, Jackson, a 256 one model will hold more games, and I don't know how to answer that, mate. That's... you got more memory, you're going to be able to put more stuff on it. Joseph Porro, hi GT. My Rift S is almost a year old. How much life is left in it? Should I be thinking of selling it now and getting a Quest 2 with a Link cable? Cheers. I haven't tested the official Link cable. Plus, Link software at the moment isn't as good as Virtual Desktop. I used a 5 gigahertz Netgear Nighthawk for Virtual Desktop at 90 hertz, and it was phenomenal. Yeah. So I have now more faith in Link. I have unplugged my Rift S actually, so I am on the verge of going full Quest 2 for PCVR and Quest going forward. So I hope that answers your question. That's what I'm personally doing. I don't want to tell you to sell it yet because I had to use Oculus Tray Tool and that's where like basically it knows what you've got as a system. It knew I had like a 2070 and it basically upscaled everything to look great. As soon as it done that, I was like, damn, that display's amazing. So hopefully when the Link software improves, Oculus Link software improves, then we should be good. Last one, and I quickly want to jump in here. Aaron GT. Hello, mate. Brothers. What about the mic quality? Is it good? Yes, I recorded on it last night using I was using Link software to do a video. And I was using the Quest 2 mic to talk and record for OBS, and it was good. It was good. It was better than Rift S, that's for sure. You try to play Virtual Desktop. Just wondering if you should buy you try playing games with Virtual Desktop. I have. Just wondering if I should buy a PC for my Quest 2 or pay for VDI. Don't know what that is. Do you mean like shadow PCs or something? Because I haven't used any shadow PCs. If you're just talking Virtual Desktop, it was amazing. Like I haven't had a real jaw-dropping moment in VR for a long time. But using Quest 2 with Virtual Desktop at 90 hertz the other day, it was like, wow, that is fantastic. Like that is truly fantastic. So hopefully that answers your question as well. Christian France, last one. What's your IPD and can you see the edge of the LCD screen in the widest IPD setting? I didn't try the widest IPD setting. I've heard though you do if you go all the way out, but without having the eyes of the same IPD, you can't really judge that because my eyes would be at the wrong place to test it, if you know what I'm saying. But sitting at number 2, a 63 IPD, I think it is. I'm absolutely happy with what's going on. Yeah, 63. I'm really happy with how it is. Blacks. Let me quickly tell you about blacks. One thing I noticed when using it, the blacks aren't quite as good. The Quest is an OLED and the Quest 2 is an LCD, and it is noticeable. Noticeable for the first time that you use it. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as you're in there and you're just using that. But if you go back to the Quest, you've got better blacks on the Quest. That's the only thing on the screen that I would say is a positive in comparison. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, in any way better as a display? Is there any way it's better? It's the blacks. But that's it. That's the only one. So let's. So yeah, the mic seems to be good. Grey is the new black on the Quest 2. It's not grey, but it's not great. Yeah, Fins, as I say, the colours are popping, dude. The colours are popping. Right, I'm going to start going through the chat, guys. I do apologise. If you're still here, just write the question again. I'll see what I can do. Any noticeable screen door? No, I haven't used any movies, but I haven't seen the screen door. Is like gone. It's a fantastic display in there. Absolutely fantastic. Savage McCabbage, cheers for the answer, dude. Much appreciated. VDI just means virtual interface. All right, cool. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, thank you ever so much, man. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think I messaged the developer back straight away, Guy Odin. I was like, dude, like, this is phenomenal. This is the future. So yeah, screen door. No, like, I know what the screen door is supposed to look like, and it looks like a lovely clear display. Absolutely clear. Do you think they will improve graphics? Whoa, it's moving on. I need to get a hold of it. How do I get a hold of my chat? Do you think graphics? Do you think they will improve the graphics of some games by a big amount, like Arizona State? Do you know what, Aidan Malone? If they did, now would be a good time to do it because they would catch headlines. Because Quest 2 is like a trending thing. So if I was a developer, I would make use of it. Why not? You know, kind of like with the PS4 Pro. People notice it and people talk about it and it makes people want to upgrade. So it depends, you know, but I do think they will. I do think some will. Patrick, okay, this might sound dumb, but can you buy it in November, December? It comes out October. Big Night Out Disco, Sup GT, what about screen door? Just answered that. I think it's phenomenal and I think it's, I can't see it on there. No worries, Ready Rick, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Colours should look more natural on the LCD of the Quest 2. Dirk Feder, the colours are phenomenal. Really like the colours. Lincoln Clay, my son has decided to take the second Quest 2 I pre-ordered. Fins, Rift S or Quest 2, Link. Personally, I'm looking for performance. Does Rift S work better? Because in my opinion, Link comes with its own issues. I haven't had any issues with Quest 2 and Link. And I'm surprised. That's what I mean. I actually chose to record a game for that question. Okay, that question was coming up, and in I don't know how many days. What's the day today? In 2 days, a video will drop of a game, and I used the Quest 2 with a Link, and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then you'll hear the mic quality as well. I'm pretty sure. In fact, the next stream I do, I will use the mic on the Quest 2. Yeah, that way. That way I can prove it. That way you'll hear it and you'll go, yeah, okay, I'll see what's going on. Where are we? No worries, Jeff Bob. I literally had my dinner and started this stream. Why do you have 2 mics on your headset? Salaman, basically because of quality. This is an Antline mod mic. And it is, normally if it works, sometimes it's interference. It's a fantastic mic in comparison. I can swap them over if you want, but you'll hear the difference. Not saying the A50 headset from Logitech. This mic is a bloody good headset. This headset is amazing, sound-wise. The mic's good. So if I'm doing like archery or anything in VR, anything where I need to move around a lot, you'll see me not use this because it wobbles because it's on a magnet. Okay, and you'll hear it move around and stuff. So I tend to go with this one if that's the case. Can you see chat and streaming games in Quest? No. Should I get a Reverb G2 or Valve Index? Wanted to go. I haven't used the Reverb G2. Hopefully someone in the chat can answer you that. I have used the Valve Index. I thought it was amazing. Are you going to buy the Quest 2 battery strap? Yes, I have with the Elite strap. Virtual desktop on Quest 2. League's better than Quest 1 from what I've gathered. Mike Kelly is absolutely phenomenal. I was blown away by it. Like, blown away. Is there a big difference? 1, 2, 3, Easy Street. I would say that 90 Hertz is probably one of the biggest and most important improvements of the Quest and the Rift S. Because obviously that's 72 Hertz and the Rift S is 80 Hertz. It does make a big difference. I remember talking to someone on Reddit and they went, does 18 frames really make that much difference? It does. It really does. That's all I can say. My eyes are telling me that this looks brilliant. So, yeah, it does. Yes, you're live. VR Vibe, how you doing? Gamertag, is there a way to get notifications or Discord working in Quest 2? I'm not sure what that means by. I do apologise. I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that. We'll have to talk about that privately. Does the mic come with the Quest? There is a mic built into the Quest. Yes, it's very good. Video on Quest 2 versus Quest 1, huge improvement. I had no micro stutter. Listen, if you want to see it, I've done the video, yeah? Follow me on my socials. I posted the video of Virtual Desktop using First Contact on my Instagram and my Twitter page. I also posted it on Reddit. It got loads of awards as well, which I was quite surprised about. Basically, I filmed the screen and then I filmed inside the headset using my phone to show you what I was seeing. And people were just as blown away by the same as I was. So, let's go down. How are you? Sim Racing, I'm fine. How are you? Should me and the wife get a second Quest 2? At the moment, I would say yes. Will there be games that will play on Quest? Justin, I'm not Oculus, but I do not believe that will be the case. I believe if they ever do something like that, it will be a whole new headset, new name. It won't be Quest, it'll be something else if they ever do that, personally. How big is the latency? It was 18 milliseconds. Austin Brennan, my IPD is 70. Am I? I'll show that. I don't care. I don't think you will be. Problem is, I can't guarantee it, obviously. But we was going through IPD earlier, and the maximum it goes up to is 68. Okay, and by what I found out looking around on different websites is that Facebook have allowed this 3 setting, this 1, 2, 3 setting of 58, 63, 58, 63 and 68 because there's like a 2.5 millimeter room for error, I guess, or room for adjustment. And that means at 68, it goes to 70.5. So there is a possibility that it would work for you, but I cannot personally obviously guarantee that. Hopefully buy it from somewhere where you can do a refund. Really, you want to get it out of a shop. Ideally, if you're not in a rush for it, get it out of your local electronic superstore, and then you can just take it back and go, can't use it. That's what I would do personally if it was a worry of mine. Let's keep going. When is the actual release date? I think it's the 13th or the 18th. Let me just check. Pretty sure. And probably someone's just answered this in chat anyway. It's just I'm not going through the chat at the same time. Yeah, it's the 13th. Crazy. 9 days. Where are we now? Can you help me pay for an Oculus Quest 2? I can. If we hit 20,000 subscribers, I will give away an Oculus Quest 2. Yeah. So, or I will pay for your Oculus Quest 2. Put it that way, depending on where you win it from. If you win it from the UK, I can ship it. If not, I will send you the money. But yeah, when we get to 20k, it'll be the first giveaway on the channel. And the way things are going, we're doing well. It won't be the last. So I'll be looking forward to doing more of them for you guys. Because obviously, the more good things happen to me, the more good things I'll try and make happen for everyone else. I've moved on here. Sorry. Okay, nice. Jim Pot. My IPD is 60. Yes, VR Vibe. Yeah, so mine. I think mine's like 64, 65, and I've got it on 63, and I'm good. I've just changed from a TV to gaming monitor. Much better visuals. VR headsets need monitor quality displays. Oh, okay, it's not a question. Samik, nice. He's happy with that answer. I have a small IPD of Quest 1. I use 61 or 60. Okay, so in theory, you should be fine on setting 1. I'm 100% getting Quest 2, the official cable now. Nice. Do you think 55, going by these, so technically you're out the spec, aren't you? It would be 56.5, I think it would go to, wouldn't it? Or 55.5 if it's 58. So you're kind of out of there, Dumb and Dumber. But as I said, if you're not gagging for it and you're not, you know, you're not desperate to get the headset, go and get it from a retailer where you can take it back if it doesn't work out. That's all I can say on that one. Where are we? Peter Den, did you get the answer from anyone yet? I've asked many people, and I know they have it. But does the Quest 2 make noises besides the speakers, like active? I've heard nothing like that. Do you know what used to happen? I used to get like a vibration on this sometimes on the original Quest when it starts up. By the way, another thing as well, I've had none of those Quest issues. You know, like when it just starts and it stutters, or for example, I don't know, odd things happen, odd things freeze, or I don't know, just little things that happen with the Quest that you kind of just put down to the fact it was a Quest. Hasn't happened at all with the Quest 2 yet. So no, I've had nothing like that, Peter Den. What's better for someone new to VR? Elite strap with a battery or without? Person 2.0, I haven't got the Elite battery and strap yet, but I've got it coming. Simply, it's going to be more comfortable and with the battery. But if it means you've got to wait for the Quest 2, I'd say just get the Quest 2 anyway, and you'll probably get on with it fine. You need to try it on to find out. Where are we now? Current link issue. No, down. Playing this was for your own Quest, please sign the petition. I didn't know there was a petition. Please post it in the Discord. Grilled Juice. Do you think it would be worth my time to try it and sell my Gen 1 for Gen 2, or should I keep the first one? At the moment, I would say the Quest 2 is worthy of buying over the Quest. I would, by using it. I think it's an upgrade in a lot of ways. So, but you will still get the same games. You must remember that. I think they're gonna have the same game library for their life cycle. Obviously, you might get improvements graphically and stuff, but you know, if you look like the weight of these, I've put this back to standard. So just to let you know, right, if no one knows the weight differences here, I can actually do them right now for you if my camera will come over this far, which it should do. Can you see those scales? Let me try and get these over here. So I don't know if you can see that, but I bought these scales up in case anyone asks these questions. So it's 584. Is that a 0? Let me check. Let's see if we get the same result again. So really, you want the best of 3, but we'll stick with that. It's very close. It's 516. Try again. So yeah, and to the hand, there is a big difference. It feels very different in weight. So you know, we've all said and done and stuff. Visually, it's better. It's lighter. So yeah, it's doing a lot of right things at the moment. Let me sort that camera out quickly, if I can. Autofocus has come in, and we need to get rid of that. There we go. That's better. Where are we? Sorry, it's thirsty work. Keep talking. Angelo, do I think the Quest 2 will be sold out? I do fear it will be. Did you try SideQuest on Quest 2? So I haven't. Have I downloaded? Yes. So Virtual Desktop I used on Quest 2. Plugged it in on. Yeah. So all I had to do was re-enable developer mode on the app, and then I could plug it in and carry on as before. Jazz and Blues, evening mate, hope you're well. Does the link cable plug into the back of the Elite? I don't know, I haven't got it. Sorry mate, I haven't got the Elite strap yet. I've heard the max IPD settings reduce the field of view and mean you can see the edge of the screen. Can you test this? Swan Ronson, I can't really test it because my eyes would have to be that IPD, wouldn't they? Does that make sense? Because if your eyes are like, I don't know, mine's 63 and I'm trying to look at an image which is 68, but people want me to test which could go up to 70, it's not going to be realistic, if you know what I mean. I've got no reason to ever push it that far, so I don't ever want to tell someone it's a yes or a no for something like that, because my eyes won't be in line with it. So I don't know if you should do that. I don't know. I mean, I can try it later on, but I'm not sure. Sorry, GZ, blah, 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 I have to go. No worries, man, take care. Do you think controllers ever become yellow from sweat? Not unless you sweat yellow. I wouldn't say that. I mean, maybe if you smoke, you get nicotine on them, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I know what you're saying, though, because, like, you get yellow marks from armpits, don't you? And that's why they have the anti-yellow stuff. I mean, I would say if your hands are that sweaty, you probably would do something about it anyway if they're that sweaty. Using the... I don't know. I mean, that sounds like quite a massive... like the yellowing of t-shirts, for example, I've never really had, but I've seen it and I know what it is. So I guess it just depends on how much you sweat from your hands. I would say that would have to be probably quite excessive for that to happen, personally. Where are we? When do you think the Quest 2 will be sold out? Because I think you get it on launch. It'll probably sell out on launch, to be honest. That's why a lot of people are pre-ordering. Raymond Burr, Facebook says they'll develop Quest 2 games eventually. I would like to see what it can do. Maybe get big port. Yeah, do you know what? If they do, they do. I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, but then again, bloody Facebook login wasn't a good idea, and they went ahead and done that. So what do I know? Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying what I hope and what I think will happen, because what I think should happen doesn't necessarily mean what will happen. If they made a Quest 2 exclusive game for this, don't get me wrong, if they've done a demo, like someone said earlier, is there any Quest 2 demos? That's different. You know, that's like that's a nice showpiece. Like, this is what it's capable of, cool. But if you then go to some people, right, you cannot experience this because you bought the Quest 1. I don't know. I don't think that's fair. You know, personally, and I hope they, I hope they don't do that. But it will sell like hotcakes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Person for Quest 2, I heard some people say the original strap. Half an hour. Person, that's the problem. Personal preference. I tried it. I was using the Quest with the original because I wanted to give you guys real feedback on what it was like with no add-ons. Because when it is £299 or dollars, that's a cheap headset. But then if you need to put add-ons on it, it's not so cheap. Missy GT, my wife, she struggled with the original setup. I was okay with it. I had no reddening around the face. It wasn't fantastic at all, and I do believe after a long periods of use, it would have, like, I would have had enough. Like, I can sit in the Rift S for hours. But my wife, after 10 minutes, said to me, "This is really painful," and I was like, "Wow, okay." And just to confirm, like these official pads, I think, are actually quite different, and they're definitely a different shape. Like on the face, I think, personally. I think this one's more like aggressive on the sides, the way it sticks out. So this is the original Quest, and that's the new one. Okay, and when I put it on, and this is a little bit more easy, giving more softer. When I put it on, I was like, that feels really nice. But then obviously my wife had the issue of what I just told you about. And then we went to the VR cover and game changer. Literally a complete game changer. Like I know now I will definitely be recommending this. because it's made it fantastic. Like, I was using this for 3 hours last night, no problems. This becomes the problem, and I was having to put this over my ears to get over that problem, but I put it over my ears and I was okay again. So, you know, but ideally, from what I've heard, the Elite strap will be amazing. Are the controllers easy to use? Noah, yes, absolutely fantastic. I think they are. I've used the index controllers. I didn't actually like them that much. They weren't as fantastic as I was expecting, I think, because I've gone from DualShock controllers on PlayStation to Move controllers to touch, okay, and now getting up to this point, I would say this is the best VR controller I've used. Okay, this is kind of like, for me, your favourite game controller in VR. That's where these are for me. Okay, that's where they are for me. I think they're absolutely amazing. Just so comfy and great. But right, let's keep going. How far back am I? All right, I'm not too far back. Okay, sorry, I meant. Oh, no. It says 35. They'll make exclusive Quest games, but I don't think. Nice. Okay, yeah. So maybe a year or two down the line, maybe a lot of people have upgraded. I do recommend an upgrade. Hamed just says, does Beat Saber look good on the Quest 2? All the games look a little bit better on the Quest 2 as standard, let alone when they add the 90 Hertz and they add the when they add the 90 Hertz option. When that happens as well, I think more people will notice that over like resolution and stuff. As I said, the blacks aren't as good on the Quest 2, but the colours are popping, and if you get that 90 Hertz in there, that's the big difference. That's the big difference of the headset. Okay, an extra 18 frames is a lot. So yes, I do believe it is worth the upgrade at the moment. Also, one more thing. Is it true that the new charging cable is way short? Oh, yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's almost like they don't want you... they want you to buy the link cable. Like, obviously, we're cutting costs. They want... they don't want to bundle... They should have actually bundled it. They should have made, like, an Oculus 2... I don't know, ultimate boxed version or something where you could get a link cable in there and the Elite strap and the battery or something, because that is the length of the cable. There. That is, where is it? There it is. There you go. So yeah, it's not long at all. It's not great because I've got like this I've got this Asterion stand here that you can see it sort of changes colour and stuff. It's pretty cool. I had to like buy a USB cable to go all the way round and stuff. So yeah, it's quite short. It's quite short. I'm going to put that there because it's going to take me ages to plug it back in. 2060 super good enough for VR? Dewey, I believe it is. I believe it is. You're not going to get like the best graphics at 2060, but I think Paradise Decay might have a 2060. I don't know, but it will work definitely. And you'll get good results as well. One of my friends, I can't remember the name of the card. It might be a 970 or something. He played The Walking Dead on that, on like the lowest settings and stuff, and it still looked quite good. Boy, Brown, we are getting screwed at the exchange rate. Can you put the headset? I don't need to. I'm not going to put it on because I don't really need to. But there's no, you know. But let me try and hold them at the same point. So, I mean, I think it's quite night and day, to be honest. But if you don't, then maybe you don't think it is. Are they similar? So yeah, that is I think it's a lot different. Personally, I think it's a lot different. And it's definitely visibly, physically lighter. But yeah, so I'll do it right at the end before I go off, because otherwise I've got to sit here with bloody shit hair for a long time. But if you want to hang around right to the end, we've got another, like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, then I will. Do you need Wi-Fi to play your games? No, you don't. No, you don't need Wi-Fi to play your games. You do need them, obviously, to download the games, and that's the end of it. Morning's Gamer, how you doing? Swan Robinson, depends on the game. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. So, yeah, if you want to play multiplayer, obviously you're going to need Wi-Fi, but you can download what you want, and you don't need it once they're downloaded. I think I would get a VR cover for the Quest 2. I do recommend it. I do recommend it. It's the first thing I recommend. It's the only thing I've tried, though, so far, so straight away. I'm on a budget. Is VR color weird worth it? If I only have the Elite strap, I can't answer that. Unfortunately, I can't answer that because I haven't got the Elite strap to do that with. All I can tell you is the pressure it took off our faces, especially my wife's face, what this did for that. And it made so much difference. It's not gone back on. Like, we're not swapping it back. That's how it's going to be now. So yeah, I would say it's worth it. What's your favourite Oculus Quest 2 game? I haven't really got many favourite games because I play so many games, and one of the games I do enjoy at the moment I can't even actually talk about. So, I mean, there's loads of great games. I always get stuck on best games, dude. I like a huge variety of games. I really do. I've done a top 10. I could always recommend some games at some point. Not today, but if you look on the channel, I play pretty much everything, and I enjoy that. It's like films for me. I'm loving them while I'm in them, and then like I might watch something else and I'm really into that. Very rarely do I do comparisons unless a game is shockingly amazing, like Half-Life or something, which it was for me. That was amazing, but Boneworks was as well because it changed the interaction level of VR for me. I didn't realise I wanted that level of interaction until Boneworks happened, and then unfortunately it set the bar so high that I kind of expect it in a lot of games, and then obviously we checked out Onslaught and that had no interaction, so that was a bit of an issue. Can you play Squadrons on the Quest 2 without the link cable? And that is what I did last night. I used virtual desktop, and yes, I played Squadrons on the Quest 2. Yes, that's what I did, mate. That's what I did. What strap do I need for the... You can get the AMVRs or the Mammoths, and I believe you could buy the original ones that are out now. I messaged Mammoth, or Mammoth, whatever you want to call them, who I use all the time. And I said to them, guys, I've got a Quest 2 now. Have you got like a new strap coming out? And they said, we've heard the originals fit fine. And they do. I was like, wow, I'm so glad I sent that message. Because for some reason it didn't occur to me, because these are bigger than the original Touch, which I think I've already shown you. I can do it again once more for the comparison. These are bigger, these controllers. They're chunkier, they're thicker, they're actually better, as I've said earlier. And the Mammoths fit absolutely fine. So, yeah, I'm once again, it's another upgrade that I'm happy to leave on there. Obviously, I've took it off for this video, so I could do like side-and-side comparisons if you need it. Are there online subscriptions to play online? I haven't seen any. Should we wait for third-party straps, though? I don't know, because 50 quid. That's how much the Elite strap is for me. By what I've seen from people I know and trust, I'm investing. Like, I'm buying an Elite strap with the battery case, because I know that's what you guys want. But originally, I actually only ordered the Elite strap. So I'm buying one, I'm investing. I believe it's going to be worth it. Chicken nugget. Saints and Silas, Demon Clown. Done a video on it the other day. I can't wait for that game. What an impressive Quest version. Which game has the biggest improvement on the Quest 1, Quest 2? It'll be anything that's supporting 90 Hz. To be honest. Anything that has a 90 Hz upgrade. Apparently Real VR Fishing is incredible. I haven't reached out to the guys yet. But I should do. So yeah. Don't sleep on the 90 Hz thing. That is a big deal. Where should I order the Quest 2 from? My country is... I can't help you there, mate. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't know. Colonel Sanders. I'm newer to VR. I'm thinking of getting a Quest 2. Is there a... No. Oh, have you already read that one? I do apologise. Cool. Unless someone else has asked that. Excellent. Chat, thank you ever so much for answering some of these questions. Boy, Brown, I cancelled my Elite strap order yesterday, lol. Do you know what, man? Like, if you're going to stick with this... If you get this faceplate, yeah, then I reckon you'll be able to get by. I would say hold off, right? I'm not personally, because I know everyone's asking me questions, so I've got to spend the money to do it. But what I've been told, the Elite Strap is worth it. At the moment, though, I could get by like this, and it's far more comfy than the original Quest ever was. And I think that upgrade for that foam pad's going to be, going by previous prices, $20. So it's a game changer, that one. I want to see how well I can get VD to work before getting a back strap. Okay. How's the field of view? Field of view, it felt exactly the same to me. Still, like, I think it's 110. Might kill out until we thought. Identity Crisis. Do you think the Elite Strap with the battery is worth it over just using your own battery? I'm going for it anyway, just to find out. I used to use like a battery pack in my pocket with a long lead. You know, I've done. I got sent a couple. I don't know if I've still got it. I'd only be slagging them off if I used it. I did have an external battery pack to put on the back of here, and it messed my Quest up. Like, it wouldn't charge properly after using it. And yeah, so I literally lost all faith in external batteries. But with an official Oculus one, I'm kind of happy about it. So I'm going there. Colours look amazing. Blacks are not as black as before, but if you haven't got an original Quest, you're not even going to notice that anyway. Do you have any desire to sell your Quest 1? I'm keeping mine. No, I haven't really got any desire to sell it, to be honest. I like it. I want to start trying to collect these things. You know, all my life I've had nearly every game console almost, from the Sinclair, I think it was. The first one my dad had, I played. The Amiga 1200, the Commodore I've played, Master System, NES, SNES, all those consoles. Like, that's why this is a gaming channel, not a tech channel. Like, I play games. I love gaming. So I sold my OG Rift, which I wish I hadn't now. But I needed the money to get the Rift S. So when needs must, you do. Obviously, what you got to do, if you need to sell it, then sell it. If I come under hard times, obviously now I've got an option to sell it. But at the moment, I would like to keep it. I've got no the Rift S. The Rift S, I kind of thought about actually after I used Virtual Desktop. I was like, wow, you know, if you got that much of an improvement in picture, then it's kind of tempting. And the Rift S isn't a crap image at all. But when I saw Oculus Tray Tool and Virtual Desktop working with the Quest 2, I was like, damn, this headset's good. Like, this is good. Do you have any desire? Yeah, I've answered that one, sorry. Golden question. Reverb GT versus which is better? Dude, I haven't got a G2. I was sort of in talks with them a little bit, and I've been to one of their meetings, but then I don't think they're interested in me. Swan Ronson. Yeah, so people are saying G2 is far better. So there's your answer. I don't really want to give you any answers that I don't know. It's not really fair. Like, I can only answer what I know. But look around. Look for other content creators and tech channels and stuff that will try and help you. Is the Quest 2 Virtual Desktop better than CV1 latency and compression? It blew me away. Quest 2 Virtual Desktop was absolutely incredible. Latency is going to probably depend more on your setup as well, though. So, but I'm only using a Wi-Fi 5 network, not Wi-Fi 6, and it was fantastic. No one can tell me. No one can tell you that. That's a question. All right, yeah. Captain Chrissy, how you doing? Have you had any storage problems with the 64? No, not yet. Someone wants to buy a person. Someone wants to buy. We'll probably start. All right, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna start skipping down. Where are we? Jenny Max, how's it going? I'm CV1 GT. You want to buy it, mate? I know you're saying. Do you know what? If Link goes up to the quality of Virtual Desktop at 90, I think I don't know. I think after what I saw the other day, I don't think I'd want any better than that for a long time. Personally, it was amazing. Oh yeah, so Boy Brown graphics card. I think I can only really afford the 3070. Some people seem to be interested in seeing what the 3070 is going to be like. Apparently, it's supposed to be better than a 2080 Ti. So for £400, I think that's a reasonable priced upgrade for what I do and what the channel needs. Because that means I can beast mixed reality. So when I do mixed reality streams, it's a lot of setting up. And the last thing I ever want you guys to do is just see a stuttering image. So yeah, I'll be getting a 3070 hopefully soon. Jacob Tube, hello. Where are we going? Would Quest 1 skins fit on the Quest 2? No, I don't think they will, because this is quite finely cut around where the cameras are. And as I said before, this is smaller and the cameras are in a different place. Especially the top ones, as you can see, they're not half as beveled in. So no, I don't think you could do that. Personally, I don't think that would happen. Which is more essential for a comfortable experience? I can't answer that. I can't answer that at the moment, unfortunately. I've still got to wait for launch day like the rest of you. Alakazam, yeah, 3070, nice. So if you want to overflow your OCOT... Mate, my son's already gone on the 2070. He's already on my case straight away. Like, he just hangs around loitering. Are you going to get the... But the 3070's been put back. They've delayed the launch, from what I know. Magma Creamy. The official Link software is good. It's not brilliant. From what it's not definitely pulling the full capabilities of this. Okay, the Link at the moment doesn't make the best use of this display, because Virtual Desktop and Oculus Tray Tool did. So I'm waiting for... Apparently there's going to be a new Link software coming out at some point. It's going to be updated. It's going to come out of beta and it's going to be better for Quest 2. So if they can produce the same quality as Virtual Desktop, then yeah, dude, amazing. Oh, wicked, JD. He's just got I got an i9. I still come under bloody problems all the time. Someone wants to... Oh, right, yeah, he's answering it. Mio Mix. As you compare the durability of the Touch 3... and they are the Touch 3, aren't they? They are. You're actually quite right. I would say they're probably more durable. This is really thick. And I snap things. Like the other day, I actually snapped my VR cover while showing someone how flexible it was. Yeah, these are... Where's the old ones? I would say they're heavier, but not a lot heavier. Actually, let's do a scale on this. They've both got a battery in, so that's it. There's my dog. There she is. Come here. Where are you hiding? Look. Say hello to the people, Roxy. Say hello to the people. Where are you? There she is. She's a good girl. Hey? Have you been having a sleep? Are you looking at the camera? Do you want to go out? Do you want to get out of the room? Too much noise. Good girl. Where are we? Oh, Alakazam, thank you ever so much. I've completely lost my train of thought, guys. Oh, yeah, we're going to wait. Okay, 130 grams. Do it again. 129, okay. 149. 148. So yeah, that's the difference between them. A lot more sturdier, wider as well. I actually think they're a lot better, personally. A lot better. I really like these controllers. Once again, it might come down to the size of your hands and stuff. These things are very subjective. Everything in VR seems to be bloody subjective, which is a real pain, because someone's going to probably try the Quest 2 out there and say to you that the original setup out of the box is absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to come along and say my wife hated it. So yeah, it's one of those. Good doggo, yeah, she's lovely. How does the one display measure up against the two displays? It's just a better image, dude. Artful. Yes, GT stress test VR cover as well. It did, yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to stress test it. Someone just said, is it flexible? And I was like, it is quite flexible. And it went live. And I was like, no. Simon says, yes, my whole catalogue is available. And I just downloaded little things that I wanted to try. And yeah, it was just there. How do you reckon 2070 Super run Quest through the extra headroom needed for the compression. So I use the standard 2070. Now, bear in mind, when I talk about, I shouldn't do it really. When I talk about upgrading my GPU, it's not for actually VR, like usage for myself. It's to stream it. So my PC, I use, this is my streaming PC and my gaming PC all in one. So I lose GPU for that quite a lot as well. In some places, and sometimes it's just not there to give away. Like I've heard some people say to me, "Oh no, that's fine because Nvidia's NVENC is like a separate chip," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." But then when I play something on max settings, not streaming, it's fine, and then when I stream, it's not fine. So that's just BS as far as I'm concerned. There's something not quite right there. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. 2070 for everything I've played so far has been absolutely magical. I can't complain at all. So yeah, I'm going to go for the 3070. I made my mind up the other day. 3070 is what I'm going for. Oh, someone mentioned haptic feedback. How much better is it? I can't really answer that at the moment. It's been absolutely fine. It's been the same, if that helps. I haven't noticed anything drastic for me to say, wow, that's amazing. When I've been playing games like Until You Fall and stuff, it's just there doing its thing. It hasn't blown me away. Caleb, will I be able to play Oculus Rift games that aren't on the Quest with the link? Will I be able to play Oculus Rift games? Yes, you can play Oculus Rift games with the link. Yeah, so when you plug the link cable into the Quest, it becomes a PCVR headset. It is no longer a Quest almost. It just, you know, you have to disable the link software to become a Quest again, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm so getting thirsty. Magma Creamy. You need he's obviously answering someone to do with virtual desktop. Yeah, I used 5 gigahertz and it was amazing. Yeah, I haven't used I haven't tested 2.4. Someone sent me a message the other day and I bloody deleted it by accident about locking down everything and doing 2.4 for virtual desktop, and they said virtual desktop, and they said it was really good somehow. But yeah, a lot of people will say if you're streaming, casting, or doing anything like that, 5 gigahertz is what you need. Has hand tracking gotten better? As I know, at night with the lights, it doesn't work. It's not bright enough. I haven't tried it in the dark because I'm kind of used to turning the lights on when I use this particular tracking. So yeah, I can't answer that at the moment. But the extra processor power, yeah, in here makes everything more seamless. Like literally the menus to the games to the loading, it's just everything's a little bit faster, smoother, all that kind of thing, you know. It kind of felt like the Quest was trying to do too much sometimes. Let's have a look. Where are we going now? JD Max. GTE have to chat. I found epic OBS settings. The little GPU encodings of streams won't bottleneck. No more drop frames. Oh man, let me know. Send them to me. I know like if you run OBS as an administrator, you don't get any of that problems, which I haven't for ages. Can you hold up the glasses space? Yes. Oh yes, yes. Is that my man? It was going to happen. I had this all ready, so then afterwards I was going to head to Discord and do this. So yes, a lot of people want some measurements of things. So hopefully. So wrong bloody end. I would just do it that way. So I would say he's 15 centimeters on the inside. So from the inside of that to the inside, I would say it is 15 centimeters. If that helps. So there was something, someone, oh yeah, was it this thing? Was it this? Someone wanted this measured. There you go. I think they wanted that measured as well, as that sits on the inside. That is 15 centimeters. If that's okay. So, We're going well over the hour now. Oh. Can the Quest 2 be Franken-quested? It probably can be somehow, but not with the original setup, I don't think, because the headsets are smaller and different sizes. So I haven't even tried. Well, I don't think I can actually use my Go Quest VR strap. So because I think they sit different, and also they sit at different heights as well. These straps. So like these are on the sides of the Quest, and these are sort of sit above a bit more. So yeah, I don't think it can. It might do. I don't know. I never used that particular method for comfort. I found the Go Quest VR method and just stuck with that. So personally, there we go. Do you need good upload speed to Andreas? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, mate. What we're talking about here. How much does Saint Sinners cost? I'm not sure how much it is. Put it around like £30 though, just to be on the safe side. So $35. Oh, here we go. Someone actually answered it, but I skipped it. Oh, I missed it. God damn. Someone's answered you. I saw three at $40. So where are we? $40 US. There you go. Roughly those. All right, there you go. That's there. Squirrely Quest 2. Let's view the message 2. Oh, I can see why he's deleted it, because it looks like he's just writing crap. What is my opinion on PSVR? It's really good. I played. I tried out Squadrons today. I played it on PC. Now and I'll be absolutely. My channel started as PlayStation VR. That was my way into VR, PSVR. So I've got a lot of love for it. It is blurry as hell on the Pro. No two ways about it. X-Wings up to a certain distance, you can't really make out their X-Wings. Only the fact that if you target them, you know they're X-Wings. And they're white, and you might be Imperial at the time. But the loading times and the ease of playing the game, and there's no frame drops. I actually found myself playing it and really enjoying it, apart from the blur. So, and the blur's not massive. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it looks great. Details good up close. But there is blur from distances. And the actual universe looks a bit blurry on the outside, but that's it. Yeah, I love PlayStation VR. I always have done, and I can't wait. I've got a PS5 pre-ordered, and I will be featuring stuff on the channel of that. This isn't a Quest channel. This isn't. This is a VR channel. So what I tend to do, like a lot of people go to me, why haven't you got an index? Why haven't you got this one? Because I can show you games in VR using a Rift S at the time. I could do anything off Steam. And anything, well, most things, because I know there's some games that only have wands and stuff. But I could show you any game off Steam and Oculus, and I could show you any game and Quest and any game off PSVR. So I kind of have everything I need. So now I just need the Quest 2 and the PSVR, and I can show you all the VR games that you need to see. And that is my goal. That is, you know, and I haven't really got the money, nor do I do this full time, to afford to go, what's this headset doing? Play a game and then tell you about it, because I just haven't got those kinds of funds. I'd love to, though. Believe me, I would love to. Anything that makes gaming better, I would love to try it. But I'm really looking forward to PSVR 2 and the PS5. Does running Quest via virtual desktop affect the performance? It was fantastic. I absolutely loved using virtual desktop. I've been loving this stream, man. Chicken Nugget, no worries, man. Take care. Phasmophobia, yes, it will be happening. Might be the end of this week. We'll see how it goes. VR cover, won't be doing orders until sometime next week. Okay. Do you feel significant weight difference when wearing the Quest to the Quest 2? Yes. The FOV is the same. Yes, there is a significant difference. If I have already weighed it on this video. I can't remember the numbers now, but there is a big difference in weight, and physically there is a big difference in weight. So yeah. About the Dame, not sure what that means. Should I buy the Elite strap, as I have a budget of £100 on stuff accessories? Yeah, so yeah, if you wind this video back, dude, I actually put it on scales, the both Quests. If you're not bothered about the battery add-on, yeah, I would say for ultimate comfort, and this is purely me guessing at the moment because of what I've been told about the Elite strap, I have got one ordered, is you want to get the VR cover foam placement pads when they come out, and buy the Elite strap on its own, and I think you'll have a superbly comfortable headset, like really comfortable, you know, like PSVR, Rift S quality, comfort level. That's what I think will happen, personally. Yo, MQ, how you doing? Yeah, so, but again, it's all subjective. All of this is subjective. VR is very subjective anyway, not just the settings. Like the settings are one thing. People with sickness, blinders, control schemes, all this stuff, uncharted territory. And then obviously we've got all these different headsets and different people's faces. It must be very hard to get to that point. There, I don't think you'll ever get. I mean, the PSVR did it, to be honest. A one setup for all. You know, you can't. I've never bought any mods for my PSVR. It just is what it is. They kind of nailed that really well. So I'm looking up at it now. I'm like, yeah, it done well for the age of it. It's very impressive. CV1 was a very comfortable headset. It's so light. I remember it feeling very light all the time. Yeah, I was wondering, the comfort good on the Quest 2. A lot of people have been answering that. I've tried to answer it multiple times in this stream. I would ask you not, please just go back because I've got to wrap up now. I've got things to do. BMF, and you, dude. You do amazing stuff for the community. Well done. I haven't, HTC Vive, I have used the Vive Pro at Gamescom. I remember actually thinking it was quite a comfortable headset. But the problem was, I went from the Valve Index into the Vive Pro, and it actually felt like I was like wearing binoculars because the field of view shrunk significantly, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I hope I never go from an Index to another headset again, because that difference is like crazy. Being as live, nice. PS4 made time. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. As I said, I was playing Star Wars in it. It's just so, that console thing still carries over. It's so simple. Stick on the headset, boom, I was in. And as I said, there is some blur there, and it is blurrier than PC. But what do you expect? You can buy a PSVR of £100, and you can buy a PlayStation. Well, it's a Pro, so for what, $250? So one of them. PSVR is obsolete. I wouldn't say it's obsolete. Not if Squadrons just come out. That's kind of an up-to-date game. Obsolete to me means it's got no use now. No one's working on it. No one's making anything for it, and that isn't true, in my opinion. Hey, dude, I was wondering if you can use Oculus Link with a Chromebook to this. Jake, I don't know what that means. When you next go to Firewall Zero GT, big night out discos. Unfortunately, unless something changes with that lobby system. Oh, do you know what? I would stream it again, but I need a guaranteed 7 people. I need a guaranteed 8-player stream and no one to leave for 2 hours, because there's no way I'm going to play that again and just sit there in lobbies, which happens time and time again. People are come in, they get disconnected, and you can't help that, I get that. But if I go in live and I go, who wants to play? People, yeah, I'll play. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, I can't do it now. I'm like, okay. And then you're sitting there waiting for teams to fill up and stuff. It's not fun to stream. It's a good game to play, but it's not necessarily a good one to stream unless you have that pre-built teams. So, yeah, if I can get that going, then I would stream it. Oh, George, cool. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Boy Brown, yeah, there you go. See, Hitman 3 says hello to PSVR, yeah. Hussein, is it going? I pre-ordered my one. When it will come to me, you tell me. I don't know. No worries, George Jackson. Take care. We're wrapping up now, guys. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want to play the game. I'm saying that for streaming. I'm just talking about streaming. What's the difference between Oculus Link and Virtual Desktop? Robert, this is probably my last question. At the moment, visually, clarity-wise, a lot. Link is actually very much behind Virtual Desktop in terms of clarity. It also doesn't support the 90 Hertz, I believe. So I was using Virtual Desktop at 90 frames like 2 days ago. I used it last night as well on Squadrons, and it's fantastic. I'm on a 5 gigahertz connection, not 6, Wi-Fi 5. It was superb. Honestly, one of those moments I was like, I actually just stood here. I was like, Christ, this is incredible. And I put it on my Twitter and I put it on my Reddit, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I couldn't get over the fact it was wireless. It sounds crazy. Like, it sounds crazy to maybe some of you have got like adapters for Vive or something, but there was no latency, no issues, nothing. It was just spot on. It was crazy. I literally messaged the guy back again. I was like, what the fuck have you done? Like, how did you do that? It was incredible. Right, guys. Mike Kelly, no worries. Listen, thank you ever so much. I do try and do the best I can. I'm not a tech crazy person. I do still have a job. If I didn't have a job, believe you me, I'd be constantly reading about VR more. Actually, I do always read about VR anyway, but somehow I'd probably read about it a bit more. And I'll just, I'll try and help out as much as I can. Please join the community Discord. Lots of great people in there. A lot of them you've met today in this chat. If you haven't been here before, they are fantastic. And we have a really good community going on. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all the people who are supporting the channel by channel membership and Patreon. I really appreciate it. Look after yourselves. Take care. And I'll see you all next time for another live stream of some sort. I don't know. It'd definitely probably be Quest 2 though, as things are going. So take care, guys. Good luck. Stay safe. Bye-bye.